Isaac Masharia Miner works in Nakuru Market. He takes us through his day-to-day job in the transport sector using his cart. The very survival of persons in this sector depends on the earnings they make from travelers who are looking to have their goods transported via the carts.
Sana sana na specialize na kusukuma mkokoza maduka hapa, kama kuna duka inaitwa Wajose hapa hivi. Si usukumia watu pale hivyo Kanini Plaza, unasukuma tu mzigo unapata kitu kidogo.
Affordability and ability to maneuver around the town center without getting stuck in traffic is the main reason why clients prefer this mode of transport.
Wendagi ati hizi kazi unapark trolley hapo watu wanakuja kukupata. Hii ni kazi unaseli pia una haso, unabonga na ule customer poa. So kwa kwanza huwezi ongeza mzigo. Kama mzigo ulikuwa unabeba na 50, ina remain tu ya 50. Huwezi ambia customer tiji ya corona ongeza ikuwe 70.
Remove all taxes, remove mikokotenis from the road. There's a lot of pollution in the city. Those are common sentiments made by city dwellers every day. Kenyans, however, can now get a taste of the zero-fuel tuk-tuks, a new model handcarts famously known as mikokoteni that do not require human energy to operate, having been improvised to run on electric power.
The innovation came about as a way of trying to actually transform from the conventional fossil fuel three-wheelers we have, the tuk-tuk, to an electric tuk-tuk, which is more eco-friendly.
Kenneth Gwantai, the entrepreneur behind the innovation, says he sought to find a more convenient and efficient way to help thousands of youth use handcarts in cities and towns to earn a living while responding to health hazards and pollution posed by use of handcarts and diesel-powered tuk-tuks.
Our electric tuk-tuk are non-emitters. They does not emit any form of either noise or carbon emission from fossil fuel, as it is norm with the common conventional fossil fuel tuk-tuk.
The Ministry of Public Service, Youth and Gender Affairs has housed the innovation within the National Youth Service (NYS), keeping up with their mandate of catalyzing youth empowerment.
Basically, what will happen here is you will create several direct and indirect jobs. Repairs for this tuk-tuk.
And after months of intensive work, a new model of handcart is now in place.
We use this system in our handcarts and in our electric mobility products to magnify any amount of revolutions generated.
We joined Bradley Magaya, the lead engineer at the National Youth Service Engineering Institute.
We haven't set up a fixed pricing yet because, like I said, we have different varieties which can be made custom built basically. But we are looking at a price range of around 80 to 100,000. So yeah, that is the price range we want to look at.
So what's the most unique feature in this machine?
Currently, what is there in the market, at least in the Kenyan market, is the normal mkokoteni, the normal rickshaw, okay? Where it is just two tires with a body on top of it. And then you have to use your energy to pull or to push. So the difference here majorly is the fact that you do not use any form of energy when you are running this, okay? So in terms of loading capacity, this one surpasses it. This one is around 500 to 700 kilos. The conventional one will do up to around 300 kilos. The other thing is this one is slightly faster. We have programmed it to do 5 to 7 kilometers an hour. Plus, you can actually control the amount of speed. Another thing you'll notice is that we have fitted ours with safety gadgets in terms of indicators. And also we have headlights on the front end. So this one is a much better version of the conventional mkokoteni.
The institution chief principal Stephen Mwai says there is need for the government to open up the institute for the public.
We need to open up the institution in partnership with the public so that we are able to, what we produce is able to be, to get market.
This other one is for putting on, just powering on when you pull it up that way.
A simple but effective transport solution at a time when the country seeks to create employment through sustainable growth and innovation. And when we thought we had just concluded our visit, Bradley came out with another innovation, this time a garbage bin.
It has 4 different segmentations. for the 4 different types of waste. So you can have your plastic, you can have your organic, you can have your disposable hazardous material. Anywhere you can segregate it.
During the unveiling of the Sustainable Youth Innovation and the new 2019-2024 National Youth Service Strategic Plan, ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs Cabinet Secretary Joe Musheru affirmed that the bankable innovations would be funded for mass market. According to the CS, the government is targeting to increase financial and opportunities access to innovations which will accelerate attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. This comes even as Henry Ikumiri, the Deputy Director and Commanding Officer at the NYS Engineering Institute, requests that the government put more funding in the sector, with innovation emerging as a major driving force of the Kenyan economy.
Some of the challenges could come about as limited funding, because we may want to come up with various projects and even produce more of what we are trying to innovate on, but the funding becomes a limitation. We train our young men and women to be more creative in all they do, so that they are able to sustain themselves.
Kenya has been turning to innovative solutions to help safeguarding its economy, especially during the coronavirus outbreak. This machine will go a long way in improving the transport sector, while at the same time safeguarding the environment. Linda Koskei, K24 TV.